Hi, everybody. It is Sunday, January 17th. It is noon, and I am Missy Paskey Wood, your Community Resource Director here at Hacienda at the Canyon, and I am here to give you the preview show for this next week of activities. So I am still using my Thrive magazine. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I know that my weekend is Friday and Saturday, and I always am disappointed that I have to miss the horses with their new date, but it sounds like everybody had an awful lot of fun. So I'm really excited to hear about that. So if that's something you want to share more with me about, or you have suggestions about it, I always want to know. But let's go ahead and move forward onto this next week. So today we have the London Symphony Orchestra. We're going to do a full symphony from them, which I'm very excited about. It's not a full symphony. It's little selections from Stravinsky, Ligeti, Byrne, and Webern. So that should be really great. I can't remember the title. They have sort of a peppy title where they tossed those all together, but I did the preview of it and it looked really fantastic. So if that is something you miss going to the symphony on a Sunday afternoon, well then, my friends, 2:00, don't miss turning on channel 77. And then at 4:00, if you saw Crescendo, which I already had a member come and tell me how great that film from the Jewish Film Festival was on Thursday, I believe we watched it. Yes. They're doing a post-film discussion at 4:00 today. It is on Zoom. The link is in LifeLoop, so you should be able to find it and get there by yourself. But if you need assistance, come and find me, come and find Diego, Sophie. There's a bunch of people who could help you downstairs today. And Sunday afternoons, or Sunday anytime really, they're usually pretty low key. And so if you did need some help getting onto one of those technologies, today would be a great day to come down and not feel like you were taking up space or time, which you shouldn't feel like anyway, but I know that sometimes prohibits folks. So let's go to Monday. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day, one day early. We have the One Day University, of course, is going to be Martin Luther King Jr. Themed, the Legacy Revisited. So that sounds fascinating. We have Chair Strength with Juan, and then a movie from the Tucson Jewish Film Festival, ULSI. At 1:00, we have dance sequences at 2:00, and that class is growing. I encourage you to give it a try. And if you are curious about it and want to talk to a member who's currently in it, let me know. I'd be happy to match you with somebody who could give you some information. And then at 4:00, Tai Chi with Harriet should be happening. And in your Thrive, it says Event Plaza, but she's requested to move to the Bocce Court. So if you are attending that class, when you log in to LifeLoop and let us know that you'll be attending it, or if you let the concierge know that you'd like to register for one of those spots, we would give you that update as well. On Tuesday, we've got India from Above, which is fascinating. I watched this documentary. I really enjoyed it. It's so colorful and beautiful. We have Hasfet, Aqua Strength with Juan continues at 1:00. We have episodes 7 and 8 of Ted Lasso. We're nearing the end of that one. And I think last week, there was a mistake and it didn't get turned off in time. So I do think that some of those part of these episodes may have already been seen, which I apologize for, but we'll put them on anyway for those folks who turned them off and need those this week. And then we have it has their weekly social at 2:30 on Tuesdays, and then Power for Parkinson's at 3:00. On Wednesday, a couple things I want to mention to you that are very special. We're continuing with One Strange Rock, which I guess many of you are enjoying. And then at 10 a.m., we have a Watermark University class from our very own Kristen Gambardella. She is going to respond to the many folks that have questions about streaming. Some of you have perfected it and you are, going on Netflix and Hulu and Prime and YouTube, and you've got it on your TVs, you've got it on your tablet, you're doing all the things, but many of you have a lot of questions and are not quite sure if you're doing it right. You want to learn more. And so this class we decided to create as a response to those inquiries. It will be on channel 77. So it's not necessarily interactive. It's more of a lecture, but once you have seen that and you kind of know maybe what you're wanting, we'd be happy to help you a little more. We also have Pilates at 11 o'clock. As always, we have our midweek stretch and reset meditation, which is so lovely. I attended it last week and I just enjoyed it so much. That's again on Wednesday. We have our new release, which is Let Them All Talk, which is that film you may have seen advertised with Meryl Streep and her gal pals on a cruise. So that should definitely be one that you might enjoy at 2 o'clock. And then it's also this next Wednesday is the third Wednesday, which means it is the support group for caregivers who are caring for a loved one with dementia. And so that link is also up on LifeLoop for anybody who'd like to attend it. And if you have more questions about that, you can always contact Lee Rosinski, who is in your you can go to the LifeLoop directory to contact him directly, or if you would like to get his information from us, we'd be happy to put you in touch with him as well. And then on the other thing that's really exciting happening on Wednesday is we do have a cheese tasting. So that should be a lot of fun as well. And I believe because it doesn't use alcohol, it will be in your apartments. There was some confusion, I guess, about the beer. Not everybody had gotten that memo, but the cheese tasting will remain virtual. On Thursday, our one-day university is about the Titanic, which, I mean, you can never get enough, I don't know. Everybody loves the Titanic, right? It's one of those fascinating things, kind of like ancient Egypt. You know, there's never too much information or stuff to talk about with the Titanic. We have trivia again at 10 o'clock. At 11 is yoga. And then we have another one of the films from the Tucson Jewish Film Festival with Those Who Remained. We have our beginner's strength and our fitness express with Juan in the courtyard, followed by aqua strength as well. And then let's see, we also have our biography club with Janis Joplin, Little Girl Blue. So that sounds fun. And then on Friday, we have the Elephant Queen, which is about an actual elephant. Really, really fun thing. And then there's also a Those Who Remained post-film program at 10 o'clock. Again, we will post that information in LifeLoop, so you'll be able to attend it. It is a Zoom presentation. Telling Tales, the writing workshop continues. We, of course, have our fitness classes. The member matinee, the requested movie is Little Miss Sunshine, which is just a great movie. It stands the test of time. That one's a fabulous film. So check that out on Friday afternoon at 1. We have our Zumba class that everybody is enjoying. We have Crafternoons at 2 o'clock on Friday, and then our full body mat stretch. On Saturday, almost to the end of the week, the Queen's Gambit continues. We are nearing the end, I think. I can't remember if next week is the final one or not, but we're nearing the end of that fantastic Netflix series. And we have Power for Parkinson's, of course. And then our member matinee is Slapshot. So if you love a sports movie, if you love a hockey movie, if you love a comedy, you're going to want to make sure you tune in at 1 o'clock on Saturday for Slapshot. And then the Saturday Night on Broadway is a new, well, it's an old musical from 1981 called Tin Types that uses the music of the teens and 20s to, tin types are those old photographs, right? But it got great reviews, and I guess there's a new recording of it that was found that hadn't really been published before. So we'll be watching that on the 23rd. So that is our week. It's a pretty good week. It's pretty full. There should be a lot of fun things to do. Of course, there's always time for you to check out a key to go golfing upstairs. I say upstairs because it's right above my office. But in the golf simulator, you can always reserve a time at the pool. It is heated. You can always get in touch with us if you'd like to do virtual reality. We're going to be putting those times back on the calendar to help encourage folks to make those appointments. And so we have a lot of fun things that you can do. Even if it's not on the calendar per se, we really want you to make those appointments, including the bocce court. You can always use the bocce court, practice your bocce. And then the Makerspace Art Studio. All you have to do is go request the key as long as it's not being used. And right now we only have our open studio time on Tuesday afternoons, and then on Fridays is Crafternoons, and the rest of the time there's just a group of people who trade in and out and use that space, but you can absolutely be one of those people as well. So make sure you're utilizing all of the fabulous things we have available for you here at the Canyon. All right, and on that note, I will say goodbye, and I've got a whole bunch of previews lined up and trailers right after this that we'll show, and then we'll have our symphony at 2 o'clock. So until then, I'll see you later. Bye.